19 years in the National Hockey League. Can you give us a perspective of Eric Lindros?
Yeah, obviously, when I first came in, he was at his probably peak, and so good out there. I think with how big he was and how strong he was, and he could just dominate games.
Have we seen a player like him since?
It'd be tough to say there is. I think just how physical he was, how physically imposing he was on opponents was huge, and I think with the rules back then too, he could be a lot more aggressive.
Was it just kind of let's stay out of his way as against him?
It could be at times, yeah. I think if he got it in his head, he was going to get around you. He was either get around you or go through you, one of the two.
Any favorite memories of playing against him? Maybe not favorite, but memorable.
Not favorite. I think one of my first years, I remember I think he might have knocked two guys out of the lineup on our side. One with an elbow and one with a fight. So it was pretty impressive.
What was the buzz on the bench during a game like that?
I mean, yeah, you just know you're in for a battle each and every night, especially against him. And not only would he beat you up physically, he'd also put a few up in the scoreboard too.
Patrick, it's a different era, I recognize, but is there a guy now who can sort of just be an animal when he gets going? You hit, you steal the puck from you, score a goal, like Obi or Ben?
Yeah, I think so. I think a couple of those guys I think can do it when they get a little mad. But I think what made Eric so good is that he was doing that on a nightly basis. He was playing nasty and being mean and scoring goals.
Is there a place for that? Like, you've got a guy in Austin Matthews who's got some size to him, but he doesn't play obviously with that snarl. But is there a place for that, still that physicality with a blend of skill?
I think so. I think you can see it. I think it was probably a little bit easier because they cut down on all the stick work and all that. So now it's more you got to be able to get in there and get the body. And I think they let a lot go before, but at times I think you see it come out more in playoff time.
You define the fine line that's separating this club in these one-goal games that might get them on the other side and a win.
Yeah, it's just we're getting some chances, but I think we can get a lot more chances, and if we do that, then the goals will start going in, and you won't have to, be down trying to, get that win in the last 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So if we can do that, that'll be great. But if it does happen, we're battling those last couple of minutes. It's just executing and taking care of what our zone.
Patrick, there's been a lot of talk about the young guys going into their second year, having to adjust back to the league now that they know so much about them from what they did the first year. What do you remember about your kind of transition into the league? Did you have to go through anything similar where you're like, okay, the league kind of knows this about me, do that? What if anything, do you remember about that transition for you?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is, guys are more aware of what you can do and out there, so they're going to be, on top of you a little bit quicker. You won't catch them off guard and things like that. So it's just continuing to try and evolve your game, and I think our guys are doing that as well.
So for you, it's just making plays quicker, basically?
Yeah, making plays quicker, or just knowing that they're going to be keying on you or different things like that.